Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my Fists Only challenge, where I attempt to beat the entirety of Mafia 1 with only using my fists. And if you can remember, last time was pretty rough, especially when it came to this one mission. I was pretty much stuck here for many hours just doing the same strat over and over again. But in the end I was able to cut it down to 10 people. Which isn't completely terrible on the grand scheme of things, because we pretty much went through half of the game on the hard difficulty without having to use anything else but our hands. And I thought that was pretty cool. Now everything is said and done, let's finally get back to that story.
Hey, boss. I came as soon as I got your message.
Sit down, Tom. We have a mole, Tom.
No. Oh.
I was up all night driving myself nuts trying to figure it out. I started thinking maybe it's one of our guys. We aren't paying his fair share. Someone with a light wallet. Maybe looking to Morello for a new suit. Frank wasn't around, so I went to the safe to get the account books. To see who's getting cents on the dollar he's earned.
What do you know?
The books are gone, Tom.
Frank.
More than 50 years I've known him. Everything I have, I got with Frank. And every buck we've earned, every dime we've paid out, it's all logged in those books. Frank hands those over to the feds, we're finished.
Frank respects one person in this whole town, and that's you. This has got to be some kind of misunderstanding.
I've been calling him all day. I went by his place. He's gone. His wife and kid are gone.
But why?
I don't know. I'm sure he has his reasons. Maybe he's still smarting over the dog.
But when you tried to drown?
Yeah. Same one I shot after he wouldn't let me sink her. I was a stupid kid, Tommy. But grudge or no grudge, we gotta get those books back. Shake down all our stories. See who knows what. When you catch up to Frank, you get those books. And if he doesn't have them on him, you make him tell you where to find them. After that, you do what we gotta do. Vincenzo's waiting for you with a clean car.
Yep, that'll do it. Shooting another man's dog out of a pocket knife is crazy.
Tommy?
We gotta keep a lid on this, Tom. Start with Biff, but don't give him nothing. I got you a clean set of wheels. And something special here, if you want it. Frank sees a La Parra, he'll know. The old ways work. Whatever it takes, Tom.
Just to let you know, this guy is Don Salieri's driver. We don't get properly introduced to him until later on, but it's nice to see him now.
Tommy, what's the rumpus?
Heard any big news lately? Something that Don might want to know.
Depends. What's it worth to you?
$20.
How about 40?
All right, spill.
The FBI's in town. They're getting something from Morello, but I don't know what.
How'd you hear?
Little Tony got some guy drunk in the Black Cat and drove him home. Heard a bunch of stuff, so he's the guy you want to see.
Okay. Thanks.
Always a pleasure, Tommy.
After finding our next destination, then all the pieces make sense.
Kids are doing it. I say I don't believe them. And next thing I know, Everything okay, Tom?
Nah, it's not. What's this about the guy you drove home who's with the feds?
He came in for a drink, which turned into 10. He's hired muscle for some kind of safe house.
Where?
Oak Hill, corner of Pine. He gave me $10 to drive him back and keep my mouth shut. Let on that Councilor Gilatti's brokered some kind of deal between Morello and the FBI. They were all ready to sit tight on someone in there.
Why the hell didn't you tell us?
Tom, I did. I came in to see Frank straight away. He didn't tell the Don?
No, he didn't.
Tom, what's going on?
After some clarification, Frank is no longer on our side, which makes everyone wonder, what is he doing now?
Looks like the place. Take me to those account books, Frank.
Now we begin to follow Frank in hopes to find those books, but to be honest with you, I doubt he's even holding them.
Where are they moving you to? Gotta be some kind of meet happening.
Tommy starts to become pretty concerned when Frank is leaving farther and farther from the city, because that means he's trying to leave permanently.
Shit. They taking you to the airport, Frank?
Tommy's concerns become reality when Frank just keeps getting farther and farther. There's even an airport sign coming up on the right-hand side, which confirms his suspicions. That could be really bad for everybody if he were to just leave right now.
Christ, they're flying him out of state or something. Fuck, this ain't good.
When it came to entering the airport, I didn't do anything spectacular or anything too complicated. I just simply stayed away from their eyesight, and I did just fine.
Some guy the feds are handing over before he's flown out in a civilian plane.
The first guy went down with ease. There weren't even any witnesses either, so that was pretty good. This first part was extremely easy. We only had to get past one guard, but it gets harder from here.
Morello hasn't the honor to even show his face.
For a rat like you? Nah. Get in the car.
So what happens next? Once Morello gets the books, our accounting guys go through them with the fine-tooth comb.
Now, I don't know what my thought process was, but I thought they were going to keep going that way. And to my surprise, they just walked around the corner.
Taking cover! Got him!
Now, immediately, the first house that I ran to wasn't the safest. Not only was there 3 entrances, no, 4, they could jump me at any corner at any time. I decided not to take any more chances with that house because they already knew my location. So I just kept going left. But of course, there were people waiting around this corner like clockwork.
Right here!
What the hell did I think was going to happen? This time around, I was able to sneak through with no problem. But if there would be a problem, it'd have to be starting the fight. Because if I was going to sneak attack everybody, it would have to be perfect.
But with guns blazing, students and tax records.
It's the way they got Capone.
And now is how Ennio Salieri dies in jail. It's a good day, my friend.
I mean, I could see how he saw me from the corner of his eye, it's just I'm not a big fan of it. Regardless, we have to start a whole nother fight.
That's all you got?
You know, I could have just ran to the warehouse doors right now if I had the chance. I probably should have, because that would have skipped a whole bunch of me wasting a bit of time. But I actually wanted to see if I could do this challenge properly. Again, possibly one of the biggest mistakes I've made in this challenge was to just not complete the mission. That was so foolish of me, but at least there's 3 more minutes of content. After what felt like ages just waiting as more and more reinforcements came, I just said to hell with it.
Reloading! Jesus Christ. Get him!
This is where I made my last stand. Whatever enemies came here, I was going to deal with them.
Over here! Some flag!
But even as they were going down one at a time, there just seemed to be more and more. And sometimes they didn't even move. They stood exactly where they were. You know, the more I walked around in circles and circles, I could have sworn I would have been done with this by now. But to be honest, they just did not come to me, even though I waited for as long as I did. Now, sometimes they would and start taking shots at me, but at that point I already would have dealt with them. Even after that absolute disaster, these guys always seem to come back. Not literally, but in waves. These guys in cars always show up after I take down at least a couple of guys. Or I start the whole fighting all over again.
Morello makes him disappear. Then those account books bring something.
Oh my god. Run. Run. What? That was so instant. Are you kidding me? It was like he was waiting there. That's so dumb. Gameplay me was right. No matter what I did, no matter how many I fought off, there always seemed to be more. They always showed up in their vehicles, at least in waves of 2, and they never seemed to just go away. So I decided to raise the white flag and just try to beat the mission properly. You think I'm kidding, but look at them, dude. They're like little pests. They just won't move away. I mean, there's nothing really much I can do. After a whole while of just standing around, I get shot randomly and go into a small panic. I start to realize this is the closest that I'm ever gonna get, so I try again. Even though running may get me killed, it's better than just having to restart the whole freaking section again.
Tom.
Frank, the Don sent me.
I figured as much. I'm sorry it had to be you, Tommy.
Anything you want me to tell him?
I wish it could have shaken out better, but Morello finally came after me. It's okay. You can come out. Morello offered me a simple trade. The Don's account books for our lives and tickets out of this town.
You hand the books over yet?
I'm not so stupid, Don. They're safe. Morello was waiting for this.
It's a key to a box in the Grand Imperial Bank downtown.
I told Morello I'd hand it over after the plane was fueled and ready to go. His men were meant to fetch it before we left.
I took care of them. Told them to get on a plane.
Go on, March. Alice, get aboard.
Frank, you're coming with us.
Not right now, honey. Just get buckled in. Tommy and I, we have some serious business to discuss.
But Frank...
Get on the plane, March! For Alice. For me. Get on the goddamn plane, please.
You been paid yet?
Yeah.
Now you've been paid twice. You take the ladies wherever they want to go.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tom.
Christ, Frank. Why didn't you ask us for help?
I guess I just wanted out. One way or the other. I'm tired, Tommy. Tired of lying to my wife. Tired of checking under my car every time I take a Sunday drive. And tired of waiting for the dawn to put 2 in my temple.
God damn you, Frank.
The rest of this mission is pretty much picking up the books, but I want to say a few words. I'm glad Tommy didn't shoot Frank. Let's be honest, Don Salieri isn't really the kindest person around, and Frank isn't too innocent either, which is rich coming from us, but still. I doubt they would have let Frank walk away if he asked or even pleaded, and it pretty much fits what Frank said earlier perfectly. Once you're screwed, you're no longer good to the mob, so they just deal with you. So honestly, Frank trying to leave, at least the way he did, would have given him some time, especially if it was far away, and it pretty much almost worked if it weren't for Tommy. But even when we did catch up, Frank already knew and gave us the key. Him living was definitely a 50-50 in his head, because let's be honest, it's not like Don Salieri would know Frank is alive from many aspects. One, he already was on the friggin' plane, so Tommy was minutes away from watching them just leave. Secondly, the books were already safe in the bank, and it's not like Don Morello was going to get those books 100% anyway. And plus, Frank pinned all of this from the start, which is pretty freaking impressive, let's be honest. Now let's continue on.
I got the books and covered my tracks. Salieri never asked any questions. In fact, apart from the funeral, I never heard him talk about Frank again.
You're making my boys twitchy, Marcoux.
Sergio and I just came by to pay our respects, that's all. Known Frank a long time. Almost as long as you. He's a good man. Smart. Loyal. Loyal to his wife. His kid above all else. There must be some kind of honor in that in you.
Maybe. But I'm still looking at this headstone with his little girl's name on it.
It's a hell of a thing.
Salieri seems pretty heartless, you guys. Regardless, we went through without using any weapons. I count that as a win. Visiting rich people was a bit challenging, but not nearly as hard as some others.
Look at these houses. Big yards, white picket fences. It's the American dream, eh, Tommy?
I suppose.
Not for you?
No, sir. I like being closer to the business.
Don't let the flower beds and front porches fool you. There's more criminals out here than in the rest of the city combined.
Is that why we're in the neighborhood?
In a way. Morell's got a dirty prosecutor on his payroll named Watkins. Turns out he's old friends with Galati.
The city councilor?
The same. Morell let drop that we might have had something to do with the Galati boy's death. Now Watkins is loaded for bear, trying to do right by his buddy. Word is, he's striking gold with a few witnesses.
You have names?
Yeah. But Paulie and Sam are taking care of them. I'm putting you on a different part of the job. We need whatever Watkins has got on us.
Where's he holding?
A safe in his villa.
I'm no safecracker.
Don't worry about that. We're taking you to meet Salvatore. He's fresh off the boat, but he knows how to pop open anything. Just get him into the villa, find the safe, and he'll do the rest.
What kind of rumpus should I expect?
Nothing you can't handle. Watkins is going to the theater, so the house should be empty except for a bit of muscle. The office is on the first floor, and our stoolie says the safe is in the wall. Once Salvatore has the safe open, grab all the evidence and get out.
I thought it would be pretty funny if I were to start adding my own subtitles for people who were speaking Italian, because Tommy has no clue what they're saying, and I thought it would be pretty funny if we did.
That him, boss?
Yeah, that's our guy. Salvatore, tutto bene?
Sì, grazie, Don Salieri.
Good to see you. You know the job. Don't let me down.
Sì, ho capisco.
Tommy, if you bump into Watkins, don't kill him. It'll just bring down more heat.
You got it, boss.
Buona fortuna, ragazzi.
Tommy Angelo. Piacere di conoscerti.
Meraviglioso. Pifauri.
I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but not being able to say your language, that's cool. But not being able to understand it? Yeah, I don't know about that.
Parli almeno un po' di italiano? Il capo ti ha detto il piano?
I don't speak Italian.
Eccellente. Fantastico. No plan?
Yeah, the boss told me.
Please, understand. Entriamo dal labirinto senza farci sentire né vedere. La cassaforte è dietro un dipinto al primo piano. Dammi un po' di tempo e lascia fare tutto a me. Quella cassaforte avrà sicuramente un allarme.
Yeah. This is gonna be a long night for the both of us.
Cristo santo.
Okay, my turn. Do what I do. Do not get caught.
Sì.
You gotta keep safe.
Safe? Sì. Is my job. Apro cassaforte. Open safe.
Christ. Okay. Radio. Let's listen to the radio.
Eccellente.
Hell of a view up here.
A volte questo paese è stupendo.
After a nice chat of nobody understanding anything, we finally make it to the mansion.
Ecco. Entriamo da lì. Over. Wall. Labirinto.
What?
Vedrai.
Oh, a maze.
Sì, un labirinto.
Stay here while I take out the guards.
A quanto pare in America hanno i labirinti.
When it comes to this section, taking out the guards isn't the hardest thing to do.
Sure wish I could have a night off.
Think that's all of them.
Salvatore! Where are you? We're clear.
Tommy, I hear.
Where the hell did he go?
Sono qui, Tommy.
Guards are a pain in the ass.
Forza, vieni con me. Tommy, I hear. Sei un tipo tosto, eh?
What?
C'è un'entrata. Open. Key.
What kind of lockpicker are you?
Look for dipinto.
What?
Da Vinci, Caravaggio. Hai capito?
Painting? You're saying it's behind the painting?
Sì, sì.
Okay, I understand.
After searching a couple of paintings that weren't the right one and evading the maids that were around the house cleaning, we were finally able to find the door which led us directly towards the painting.
Scusa.
Sure. Show me what you can do.
Shit.
Be quick, Salvatore.
Pazienza, pazienza.
Nice work, scusami.
Cura! Ed è collegato all'allarme!
What?
Intrappolato!
Doesn't matter. Come on, we need to get out of here. Vai dietro, dietro.
They gotta be upstairs. The safe's in his study. Hello there.
Dude, one of the unfortunate things when you have to record after you do the gameplay is that you can't hear the live reaction. Ah, damn.
They gotta be upstairs. The safe's in his study.
The next time around I was able to take this guy out, but I took a little bit of damage. Thankfully, we only really take 4 shots to die, so this tiny little mark isn't really gonna do much difference. Eventually, me and Salvador found leverage in the top of these stairs. One, we had the high ground, so we pretty much had full advantage right there. But the only problem was we didn't have any guns, which kinda defeated the whole purpose of the high ground, but at least we have some type of defense. After making the mistake of fat fingering a button, one of the guys actually came inside and tried to take us out.
Got him. Gotcha now. Gonna reload.
You know, after looking back at my past decisions, I can't believe I thought jumping off the balcony and taking that little bit of damage was worth it. I couldn't have been more wrong.
I'm moving up alongside him. Salvatore, stay back. I'll deal with him.
I'll tell you, every other time that wasn't that last one was way better. When it came to waiting for these guys, they took their sweet time. Now, I'm not saying they took around 10 minutes or so, but it still took at least a minute for some of them to even reach the front door.
Now! Get a better shot, go!
See ya.
There! Reload! Gonna take you down.
Like, I mean, look at that. If it went like that every single time, perfect. And now we play the waiting game.
Follow me. Get a better shot, go! Reloading! That hurt. Moving up alongside. I'm on him.
It's pretty much through luck whether you live or die, especially when you have a sliver of health. Let's just get this out of the way. I ran out the front door like a madman because I thought I was the Terminator or something. I don't know, I thought they would get confused by this tactic and just not kill me. I mean, how did they know? It's not like I'm just standing in front of the open and then they see me take cover.
I'm gonna take you down!
Oh yeah, look at that. They don't really have a tell when they run out of ammo, but you can see it happen and it is pretty cool. Yeah, something tells me the hand-to-hand combat wasn't supposed to be this active.
Salvatore, stay back! I'll deal with him!
He says as he runs back into the house, doing exactly that. Phase 2 was about the same as Phase 1, except there seemed to be just an extra guy instead of just 3.
You're in my sights! I'm on him! Gotta reload!
Now, as I took the shotgun guy out, when I was running back upstairs, there was a medkit specifically waiting there for me. Now, I didn't notice there was a medkit there till I went looking around. But yeah, since it was there, we could definitely get through this part. You know, I really underestimate these guys' powers, especially when it comes to the Tommy guys.
Got you now! Take it cover! Gotta be upstairs. The safe's in his study.
At least I could give myself this. I could take this guy out pretty consistently now. You know, this is pretty slow. And I mean really slow. We're going like 4 times speed right now. It really just takes this long for them to just make a move.
Gotcha now! I must reload! Salvatore, stay back! I'll forward the cage.
It was only up until this attempt where I actually made a difference.
Fire going out! Like this? Salvatore, stay back! I'll deal with him.
Fellas, I think something is wrong with my game. Once I went and grabbed myself the med kit, I could finally go back to the fight and finish it properly this time.
Hey, I'm here!
I'll give these guys some credit, they always stick to a plan. They don't try anything new. They stay back, take cover, take a couple of shots, and then sometimes advance. And then after that, who knows?
Right here! Help me out here! That one's good! Some fire!
Here's a fun thought. If I were to land the first hit on this guy, I would be dead by now because the cinematic finish would have been back there. Wow. Feast your eyes on the most indecisive mobster in the world. He advances, then retreats, then advances, and then retreats again. He can't seem to make up his mind. So I get pretty upset about this and make a risky play.
Setting on fire! Fire coming down! Moving to cover! Move up their side! Gonna reload!
Oh my gosh, the luck is unreal.
All available officers, please respond. Reports of gunshots. This guy's dangerous. You have permission to shoot.
Hearing the cops' radio was pure relief. I was right there. It was almost over.
Hey, you like this?
After the last guy went down, I wasted no time. I called Salvador, and we were gonna get the heck out of here.
All officers, roadblock is in position. There he is! Get behind me!
But because my health bar is more fragile than a cracker, we just die.
I know!
But thankfully, we got that sweet, sweet checkpoint.
Semina gli sbirri!
I know! Whatever you're saying, I know!
Police? Cristo Santissimo!
Just smooth. Absolutely smooth, Don.
La polizia in questo paese è davvero ostinata!
Once we finally lose the cop, Salvatore doesn't seem too happy with us.
He's gone. Go back to patrols. We'll get him next time.
Ah, grazie a Dio.
Salvatore, where do I take you now?
Home.
Yeah, where home?
6 and Maple.
Okay, let's go.
Tony, devo dirti una cosa. Al nostro prossimo lavoro penso io alla cassaforte. Hai capito? Ci ho quasi rimesso la pelle in quella villa ed è tutta colpa tua. Impara almeno un po' di italiano per rispetto della nostra patria. Ah, è come parlare al mio cane, lo so. Ma Cristo, dovevo dirti. Police?
There he is!
I don't know what upsets me worse, the fact that I know exactly what's going to happen, or the fact that a whole lot of you are going to witness the absolute stupidity that's about to happen.
That'll be good for the beers
Go about your day.
Sure. Spady's fine. Back to patrols. He's gone. Go back to patrols. We'll get him next time.
Ah, grazie a Dio.
So you're telling me the window manifested itself into existence at this very moment to screw me? Are you freaking kidding me?
I got trouble.
Dude, this is just, what? He's re-hot wiring the car. Are you kidding me?
He's in a car. Apprehend as soon as you can. Stand still. Permission to shoot.
After dying one last time, we finally get to go back and beat this mission without having to go through any more garbage or random stuff happening again in the rest of this run.
È come parlare al mio cane, lo so, ma Cristo, dovevo dirlo. Non farlo mai più. Mai più.
Okay, sure.
Good night.
Night.
And so ends visiting rich people. Now, we didn't really do much killing besides our fists, and you know what, I'm very happy about that. We actually didn't gain a single point today. Now, I think that deserves a small applause, but regardless, we still have quite a few kills from last time, and I will try to reduce that at another time, but today, I'm just going to relax. And I hope y'all have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.